Road Promotions here. How are you enjoying your Thursday night? Right here, Front Row Promotions. Hi, Kandi, and hi to our guest, Fevertree.
What is going on?
How's it going?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So tell us about. Go ahead, Kandi.
I was just making sure we could all hear each other.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Fabulous.
so tell us about Fevertree. Tell us about the name. We'll start there.
The name. So we're going through the typical, naming of a band thing. We had, a couple of hundred names that none of us liked at all, and we were partaking in whiskey at rehearsal one night, and we were listening to a Brother Kane song. Which one was it?
Don't Satisfy Me.
Yeah, That Don't Satisfy Me by Brother Kane.
Uh-huh.
And in one part of the song it says, "You've got me hanging from a fever tree," and we said, "That's it." we it was unanimous, and that's where the name came from.
A lot of thought put it.
Right.
Sounds
And then,
good.
and then later on, we found out that it actually, if you look up the definition of a fever tree, it's a tree in different areas, mainly like in Africa, where it symbolizes good health, like in that area. So,
Awesome. Oh,
anyway, that's where it came from.
Hi, Brian.
Cool.
Hey, what's going on? That's my boy's favorite tree.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
You know.
Big men on campus.
We're
How you guys doing tonight?
doing great.
So,
I'm sorry, G had to join in. I had to lift her up. Say hi to G, everybody.
Hey, G, what's going on?
Yeah, she has to be part of everything now, so
all right, gentlemen, why don't we go around the table here? Talk about your musical backgrounds. Like, how did you get into being a musician?
Do you want to start?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I started playing drums when I was around 15. Got in a couple local bands and ended up in a band called Tora. And I did that. Still doing that now. But I've met Tim along the way. And
Wow.
when we meet, 88.
Yeah, about 1988. What's your name?
Yeah.
John. I didn't think that was important.
Right.
You said you were a
I'm the drummer. Who cares? I mean,
So he's still the drummer in Tora and our band.
I forget.
So you mentioned Tora. When were you in Tora?
Still am from
the get-go.
From the
Oh,
beginning.
shit. Then you know what? We might have actually met at Rockin' Pod a couple times.
We probably did.
Express. Yeah. Yeah, you were probably hanging out with Anthony, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the couple of them we went to, we would split up.
Oh,
So I would go
okay.
with Keith or Patrick. I don't. It's been a couple of years since I've been up there though.
Gotcha. Very cool. All right, keep it going, gentlemen.
So you go ahead.
We're going with Mike.
I'm Mike. I started playing guitar. I don't know. I had a guitar for a couple of years. Probably got one when I was 10. I never knew how to tune it. But I stood in front of the mirror and tried to be cool, and it didn't work. But I tried. And anyway, I started playing because my sister bought me a bunch of Kiss records, and started listening to Kiss. And then I inherited Van Halen 2 on an 8-track from her. and that completely blew my mind, and I went from there. So I moved to Memphis in 1991 when Tora was actually really doing their thing. And I don't know, played around for a while, had a band together, had a spec deal, did some things, got out of it for a while, and then these guys reached out to me almost 10 years ago. And
This is our 10th year.
Yeah, put this thing together.
Well, 10 years together, that's really cool. That's awesome.
That's it.
That's it? You're done?
Yeah, short and easy.
So my name's Tim, and I sing for the band. Like John said, John and I met years ago. As far as my musical influences. I think I was listening to my uncle's Bachman Turner Overdrive 8 tracks and some Elvis stuff that my parents had. And then the same thing. I think I was in the 8th grade, and there was a girl on my bus that was a junior in high school, and she was a Kiss fanatic. And so I became one then as well. And I think when I saw him in 1979, it was the Dynasty tour. That was the first time I saw him. And I was second row, and it was bigger than life. And I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. And so I played piano my whole young life, and then played drums for a little while. And then I found out that I could sing a little bit. And so that's what I started doing.
Very
Oh,
cool.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I always would love to know how to sing professionally the right way. You know, I can sing in my car or in my shower, but it is not the same thing. It won't come out the same way.
I don't sing the right way. I'll
You
tell
sing your way. Yes.
I tell everybody it's whiskey and Winston's, and a lot of life experience.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from, you know.
Yeah. Awesome. So what as you were growing up, did you have any like other influences? Did you come from a musical background, anything like that?
I did. My grandmother taught piano. My grandfather was a Baptist preacher, and she played piano and organ in whatever church he would preach at. And she also gave lessons. And so I took lessons from her for a while. That was really the only musical, as far as family members, anyone that had any musical ability whatsoever was my grandmother. But I'm adopted too, so I didn't know, you know, like if any of my biological family could have been musicians. I don't know. So anyway, it just sort of came natural. It's something, you know, I fell in love with, and it sort of got in my blood and in my soul, and it's just been there ever since, you know.
Yes, that's cool. That's cool. Music is the way to go. It's a good feeling, and you feel good. And so tell me the feeling when you are on the stage and you're singing to a crowd of people. What's that feeling like?
Oh, it's awesome whenever, you know, it's a great crowd and they're getting into it, and you can feel the energy from them. It's a little different when, you know, there's only 1 or 2 people. We try to do, regardless of the size of the crowd, you know, the same thing with a small crowd as we would with the big crowd. But, you know, it's just, we're humans. It's pretty natural. I mean, whenever, you know, people are getting into it and the place is packed out, it's a lot different than when you got somebody yelling, play your
Free bird.
Yeah, or you're cheating hard or whatever, you know.
And then they always want to hear Free Bird, isn't it?
Right.
It's a long ass song, but it's a good song. Yeah.
That's just about
But we all, I mean, we love it. I mean, that's part of who we are, you know, that
We're still doing it.
yeah, I mean, we're still doing it after all these years, and it's because, you know, it's gratifying to, especially like we were saying, the band's been together now for 10 years, and a lot of the songs we've done the whole time. And so now when we play and you see people singing the words to your songs, and I mean, that means a lot.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, I love it. And
Long live rock and roll. It's the way to go.
That's true.
Kandi, was you saying something, sweetie?
No, you were talking about yelling Freebird. I'm like, just shut up already. That's about as annoying as yelling out Mustang Sally.
I agree 100%.
100.
As a matter of fact, I got in a local band one time, and just through some connections, and I hadn't played in a while. And we started rehearsing, and I saw that song, Freebird and Stairway to Heaven, on the song list. And I didn't say anything until the last practice. They wanted to practice those songs. And I told them, I said, no, I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. If you want to do it, you can do acoustic, or I'm going to pack up and I'm going to the house.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've heard those songs so much growing up. They're great songs. Don't get me wrong.
Wish I'd written both of them.
But I can't.
Exactly.
Who can do those songs justice? Nobody. So I didn't even want to try.
Oh.
We got it. It was okay. We did the gig, and they didn't get mad or anything, so it was fine.
That's good.
That's out of
Oh, Lord.
You're right. Got to go home early.
No, yeah.
Going, Lisa.
So what? Oh, okay. So what concerts did you see when you were younger? Like, what was your first concert that you went to?
You really want to know my real first one?
Here we
Hey,
go.
listen,
Yes.
if you tell us,
Truthfully?
Yes.
you tell
Okay.
us,
Come on, tell us.
All
gentlemen,
right.
if y'all tell us who you saw first, I'll tell you who I saw first.
Yeah.
Okay, but I probably have you beat.
It's not going to top this
I
one.
bet you I have you beat. So it was late 70s. I guess I was 10. I'm not sure how old I was, but it was back in the day. The disco stuff was going, and my mom thought it'd be a great idea to take me and my sister, who is 3 years younger than me, to go see Gloria Gaynor and the Village People
Hey,
at the Mid-South
I would have
Coliseum.
loved to go to that. Oh, you ain't kidding.
Got
Woo!
you. What you got?
Wow. How old were you?
Huh?
What age were you?
I think I was around 10 or 11.
Oh,
It's
that's
the
so
height
cool.
of the YMCA days.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Wow.
He still wears the concert shirt.
I saved the T-shirt.
There you go. Love it.
So you can do the.
Mike, who's
You
your
can do the-
first?
Wow.
Cheap and
Yeah.
Saxon and Aldo.
He's got a cool one.
And then 2 weeks later, those are within 2 weeks. I saw all that.
So you saw your first concert was Cheap Trick, Saxon,
And
and
Aldo Nova.
Aldo Nova. Okay.
And then Queen a couple weeks later.
Oh, I love Aldo Nova. Oh yeah.
My first concert was Heart, Dog and Butterfly tour, and
You saw
and it was,
Heart.
yeah, and I was about 11, and my mom dropped
At
me.
the same time, you were watching the Village.
my
Different night.
my buddy that I went with was 13, and my mother dropped us off at the Coliseum, and she gave me $10, and I
Oh
bought
my
my
God.
ticket. I bought my ticket, a Coke, and a pack of Cool Filter Kings out of the cigarette
And you
machine,
had
and I had change.
Those were the
Yeah.
days. Our money went this far, went very far, Not today. You might as well kiss that goodbye.
No.
No, but yeah, that was my first. So
Yeah.
What
Gloria
about the one in the back?
People win.
that's the best. But one of you were saying that you were going to tell us who your first.
That's right.
yeah.
Oh, Kandi, go ahead.
Yeah, so my mother is watching right now, so she can attest to this. But my very first concert, I was about 7 or 8 years old, and my parents took me to see the Backstreet Boys.
Ah,
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, the Wax Street Boys.
But village people is like, oh gee, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
I'd love to see the Village People. That sounds like a fun concert.
I don't know. It scarred me pretty bad.
Oh my god.
He dressed like a
Oh,
construction
John, you know it.
My
Right,
first
put it
concert
down.
was Alice Cooper. I got you off. Alice
So what was
Cooper.
your-
Oh yeah.
Alice Cooper was yours, Lisa.
Wow.
Yes.
What did Brian say? What did he say his was?
He said the Backstreet Boys too.
Oh,
I
did
think
he?
he did.
No, my first was Bon Jovi.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Bon
I've seen Bon
Jovi.
Jovi a few shows. Yeah.
Bon Jovi and Cinderella.
Oh, that's a good concert right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
saw that
was.
show.
Slippery One Wet Tour,
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
went
I've seen that one too. Yep.
1986.
That's perfect. Love it, love it, love it.
Of course, I would have liked to see
Go
Roxy
and-
Blue. You guys are also friends with Roxy Blue.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. There's a lot of great bands. There's sort of a resurgence of original music in Memphis, and we I don't know, the Fast Mothers. They're good friends of ours. They've been together for a cajillion years.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then who we got? There's a new band just came out called Five for the Kill. They're doing real well. And then you got the Electric Nobody.
Yeah.
And then of course Every Mother's Nightmare and Roxy Blue are still playing around town.
Yeah.
We
Mother's nightmare, Kandi.
Yeah. Hey, we
Rick
know those guys well. We've done several
So
shows.
do we. So do we. I've had
Yeah.
You gotta tell your Rick Roll story.
Who?
So long
Me?
story short, can you all hear
Candy's
me?
got something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so Lisa and I just over a year ago we had Rick Rule on our show. This was yeah, so that was a fun time. But during the show, he told me that if he ever saw me, he was gonna bite my neck. And so we did Rockin' Pod this past year in March, and sure enough, he walked up to the table and he bit my neck.
Awesome.
There's photographic evidence of this, so I ain't lying. Lisa will attest to this.
We
But,
got
I-
pictures.
He left.
Oh, I don't even have to see the pictures. I believe that 100%.
He bit my neck and he left bite marks.
So we bit him back.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick's a wild man. Hey, but yeah, we've done just recently, like in the last year or so, we've done some shows with Every Mother's Nightmare and Roxy Blue together. And Tora Tora. We played with Tora Tora last April.
Oh yeah, and Roxy
Awesome.
Blue, Todd Poole whacked my ass with a crop one time.
With a crock?
Crop. Like a bondage device.
Oh, a crop. I thought you meant a shoe, a crock. I was like, what?
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, yeah, the last year was pretty cool. We did some great shows. We ended the year. We did a show with Anthony Corder, the singer for Tora. He
Love
played
Anthony. We love Anthony.
Yeah, and Josie Scott. We opened for Josie Scott. And what else?
Josie Scott's Saliva.
Yeah, Josie Scott's Saliva. Sorry. But anyway.
That's the last two.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good run this year.
Pretty fun year. And so we got the thing happened with Curtain Call back in August. We signed with them. Thank you, Brian.
Yes, it was.
And
after I found these guys, I said, I want to be a part of this, and they need to be heard. They need to be seen, and I want to get them everywhere I can.
There you go.
Yeah.
we appreciate that. We love playing live. That's where we think that we win over people a lot. You know, whenever they're able to come see a live show. But anyway, we got new music on the horizon.
Yeah.
We rehearsed last night, and we were working on a new song that's different from a lot of the stuff we've done, a little heavier,
It'll be cool.
a little straightforward rock and roll. So we're excited about it.
What's
Oh,
that
yeah.
song called?
Have you named it yet?
I haven't named it yet.
Oh, okay.
It could be called.
It's a new song.
It's new song, or
Oh,
it
so
could be
you would do
called.
something.
It could be called "It Ain't Rock and Roll," but we'll see. I don't know yet.
We're thinking about calling it the Village People. But we don't.
Right?
Oh, that's so cool.
Are you guys gonna have that in the video doing this?
Oh, yes.
I'm sure his
Doing
mom
your favorite
probably
tree?
had one.
What, doing your favorite tree?
Right.
Fevertree, that's a lot of letters from the, YMCA.
You to do
Yeah,
the
it
F
is.
somehow, F,
Right.
then E,
Do that.
something.
John's the drummer, so he's got the coordination to do that.
I don't know.
There you go.
Came out from behind this.
Yeah, it's pretty
Weird
amazing.
things
See
start
this
happening.
way. Wait a minute. Hang on. Keep it going. Keep talking. I gotta fix this dog situation. Oh, I don't know. She's too heavy. I can't lift her.
What's
She
going
wants
on
to
with
get
the-
out, but
What's she doing?
she's trying to find a way to get out
Oh.
of here because I have a curtain. Curtain call. I have a curtain. There you go. So
That was awesome.
Where's your crash, John?
So okay, here's a fun question. In all the shows that you guys have played, are there any funny stories you can share? Like maybe something that happened during the show, or maybe funny fan interactions?
I'm sure they have many.
I don't. There's a lot.
How long do you want this
What
show?
were you thinking about? No, go ahead, say it.
Out there in Paragould. Pancake titty night.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, there's been some pretty funny shit.
Well,
We're trying to.
how about John used to pants our old bass player constantly?
Yeah, that.
Not on stage.
I don't know. I can't. Right off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of something that could have happened. The thing in over in Paragould too, when we opened for the Kentucky Headhunters,
Oh, yeah.
and
So,
our
let me tell this story.
okay, go
Our
ahead.
bass player that is not here.
Yeah, so we did this show with the Kentucky Headhunters over in Paragould, Arkansas. Played this old theater, really cool theater, like 2,000 seat hall. It was really fun. Anyway, so our bass player is not here. He goes by Rocco. His motorcycle club is the one that put on this event and brought them in and got us on the bill and stuff. So anyway, Rocco took a lot of his friends and the guys from the club and stuff, and they had all these big signs made up that said Tim Dill's Memphis Sweetheart, we love you, Tim, all this stuff. And that's this guy.
Yeah,
Well, he set up a Tim Dill's fan club page
He
too
did.
on Facebook.
and I didn't know any of this was going on, and so
oh, okay.
and so we get out there, the place is packed out, and all of a sudden these big biker dudes and all these people are holding.
Girls and stuff start screaming.
They're screaming and holding up "We love Tim Dill's" signs, and
The Memphis Sweetheart.
that was pretty embarrassing. But because I didn't know it was going on, I would have embraced it if I would have had some sort of clue. But,
That was pretty fun.
yeah, most of our shenanigans happen at rehearsal, and we have a good time. That's why we've been together for so long.
That's kind of the deal.
Oh,
with
that
it.
is good. Yeah.
It's all the time. You have to have a thick skin to be in our band.
Oh yeah, I've never been ridiculed and made fun of so much in my life as the last 10 years with these guys. I used to be very confident and think I was cool.
Yeah, we fixed that.
No more.
Oh shoot. Well, I love the way you guys get along, and I love the laughter and just everything. The fun. You gotta have fun with what you do,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
you gotta have it's like your brothers, right?
That's big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah,
it
kind of.
is.
That is so cool. Now, I'd like to talk about a song that you had. I was listening to some of your songs, and there was a song called Buried Alive. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah.
Timothy.
Oh, I get to say. Well, so Mike. Well, I know, but I was going to talk about the music.
Okay.
Or the ones you guys said. So Mike came up with this badass riff, and it's the main riff that you hear at the beginning of the song, and that song sort of fell together really quick. We came into rehearsal one night and he started playing it, and I really didn't know what to write about lyrically, but we had been talking about. I have a friend of mine that's very, very.
He's a little angry.
He's angry with a lot of things, and he used not to be that way, and he is now. And so anyway, that's what that song's talking about. It's talking about being alive, but being, some of the words in the song, you don't care, you don't love, you don't believe, and all that jive. And so it's like you're buried alive. It's like you're walking around living life, but you're really, you're really not. And so that's sort of where that song comes from.
I can relate. I can relate to that. Yeah.
But that we had fun. That song, I love it when we do songs like that. We've had a handful. We've got two full-length records. The first one was Lessons Learned, that came out in 2018, and then our record Social Mediocrity came out in 20 or 21? 21. And then we've released these two singles this past year, and like I said, we're working on new stuff. But I love it when songs are spontaneous. They just come together, and this band. One of the first things we talked about, doing original stuff and getting out, and is like, no rules. We're not going to have any rules. Let's just go in and write good music, stuff that we like.
We'll do it.
Yeah. And so, and it's been sort of surprising, or we really like a lot of stuff that we do, and we've sort of started to build a pretty good fan base, and so we're starting to see that other people like it too, and
That's good.
That makes us happy.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes, and happy is a good feeling. You gotta stay happy, absolutely. In this kind of crazy world, you gotta find something that makes you happy.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So tell me about the song, the new release, or is it one of the new releases? Muddy Jesus, is it called? I like that one.
You want to do it, Mike?
Muddy Jesus is actually a remake, one of the few covers that we do, but it's totally different from the original. Ian Moore wrote it and recorded it in 1995.
Okay.
And it's when we first got together, John brought it in and said, "Hey man, check this out. We should do this." So it kind of morphed into our song. If you hear our version and then the original, other than lyrically, you really wouldn't.
Right.
It's a lot different. And we started playing it out. Even people that we tell it's a remake, they still think we wrote it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It matches a lot of our original stuff.
It does. And it's kind of become our closer. Wherever we're playing, whatever show we're doing, we kind of, Tim came up with an idea of making it a little bit of a sing-along, and where it stops during the chorus. And we're getting a huge response out of it. Every time we've done it, we've got the whole place singing Jesus Crossed the Rio Grande.
Right.
Well,
it's pretty
nice.
cool.
I like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So could you tell me a little bit about the writing styles? Like, do you all write? Do you or is it just one, or you just share ideas and thoughts, and then just
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort, sure. Yeah, we've done it a lot of different ways, but most of the time it's Mike will have, and he does. We've talked about this before. I've been blessed in my life to play with some really good musicians, but I think that Mike is probably the best. He's the best collaborating teammate that I've ever had in my whole career. And it's true. I mean, it just sort of clicked, and he always has some killer riffs, and then usually John will throw something to it immediately, and we sort of get a quick idea, and we'll record it on a phone or whatever we have nearby to record it on, so we don't lose the idea. And then that's if we're doing it in steps, and then
it's interesting. Writing has come easy.
Yes.
I don't mean.
Awesome.
Don't get me wrong. We've hit dead ends and struggled, but for the most part, and it's just everybody thinks the same, and it always, everybody's always happy with what we do, so it's cool.
Yeah.
You guys take it easy, man. I'm out for the night.
All right, man. See you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Everyone needs to
in touch.
get Fevertree. These guys rock. They're going to go on tour soon.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get everybody to meet these guys and, let them see how cool they are. So
Absolutely.
What you see is what you get. They rock on and off the stage. We're glad to have them. We're more than glad to have them on our label. That's why we signed them. Take care, guys.
Awesome.
See you, man. Hey, Brian. Take care, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, at this point, I was wanting to see if we can play one of the songs. If we can play, let's see, the Muddy Jesus. If we can play that one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let me get it set up here. All right, and I gotta turn my screen around. Let's see. But meanwhile, okay, here we go. Waiting for my screen to come back on. I had it all set up. Of course, it's the way, right? Okay. Okay. We'll be here in just a second. No worries. Okay. All righty. There it is. All right. Didn't have to search too far. So here we go. I'm going to turn you around. Let me know if you can see, because I can't see what I'm doing. All right. Can you see it?
There's the screen.
Lower.
I got to skip that.
Lower.
All right. Which way?
I think you're there you go. There you no. The other way. Just a little bit.
That way?
Yeah. I think your camera or whatever needs to go up just a tad bit. There you go, right there.
With a fat rolling junkie, charismatic Jolo, some say he was born plain lucky. Cruise the streets of Juarez in his blue car Eldorado, to find a man and also came to the touch of right bravado. Mother Mary said your time has come, for the river's wide and candy's all they want, for the very love of God and man. Jesus crossed the Rio Grande. Jesus fell in step with a group of high-powered federales. Set them down and formed their plan through a hazy cold Tecates. Jesus said, after you got low, you're prone to walk on water. You go down and see there's a better chance you get across the border. Mother Mary said your time has come. For the river's wide, but give me something one. For the very love of God and man. Jesus crossed the Rio Grande. Jesus made his move on hot and feeling Friday night. His vision was blinded by the bright El Paso lights. Ever heard the shot that left him short of freedom's land? People, they're still waiting for the turning of their hand. Mother Mary said your time has come. For the river's wide and he's all one. For the very love God is man. Jesus crossed the Rio Grande. Jesus crossed the Rio Grande.
All right. How about that?
All right.
About it.
I love it.
Got me fired up.
There you go. Let me get this out of there.
We are receiving information.
Hang on.
Different parts of
I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. That sounds pretty good. I like it. I like it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
You're
We
welcome.
we have fun with that one. That's a good one.
That's cool. That is cool. Now, where are you guys from?
We're all from this area.
Well, Mike's not.
Mike's from Oklahoma, and actually our bass player is from Missouri, Arkansas, right on the line there.
He lives in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
Sounds
drives
good.
2.5 hours to rehearsal one way.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah,
Wow. That's a long ways to go.
yeah. But he's actually our second bass player in the band. But he's been with us for 5 years now. So,
Gotcha.
and he's crazy.
He's still-
I wish he was here. You guys would, you wouldn't know what.
Get a kick out of them.
Either that or you'd be calling her.
Here's a famous.
We've got a picture of
Here's
it.
the famous pillow. That's
Oh,
him
wow.
with my guitar that
Uh-oh.
I almost threw that. That's a Martin acoustic guitar, and I almost threw that in the dumpster after he took that picture with it.
But we've got more.
Oh.
And then here's the if you'd like to order his line of candles, you can
Here's the Yankee candle. I don't know if you can see
the
that.
rock and roll cabbage candle.
Yeah.
That's the
see
rock
it.
and roll cabbage scent.
Oh, see.
So
Oh, my.
there's so many
That is
things. But yeah, he's quite a character.
Put that.
I have a friend
we
named
miss him.
Jake.
Hey
who
Rocco, we
resembles
love
him.
you if you're watching, buddy.
He's not watching. He's bowling
That's right, he's bowling tonight.
Oh, what's his name?
for him.
Rocco.
Rocco.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocco.
Yeah.
All right. So Kandi wasn't feeling well, so she had to go on. She sends her love and and kisses and hugs and stuff.
Love you too, Kandi.
Hope she feels better.
Yeah, I hope she feels better.
No, thank you.
Does she need
And,
a thoughtful
so we-
present like candle to make her feel better.
I have a question here on the
Okay.
board. I didn't hear what you said. Did he say?
He
The one-
said, would she like a personalized autographed Rocco candle that might make her feel better?
Yes, we have to get her one. Definitely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Careful,
Yeah.
it'll show up.
There's a question from the board. I'm not sure if you can tell me who you are so we know who's asking the question. Question for the band. Most well-known celebrity to join on stage for a jam or two.
John Patterson.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that we've really ever had anybody get up with us and jam. We're usually
We're friendly to it.
Yeah, we're good with it. We're usually playing our songs, and so I don't know if any celebrities know them.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
So we usually have a fun section, and I'm sorry she had to leave on the fun section, but she just wasn't feeling good. But we normally ask this question with all our guests, and it's one of our major things we like to ask, is that do you drink Pepsi or Coke?
Do we do what?
Pepsi or Coke.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke, all the way.
Yeah, Coke.
You all three like Coke?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a Pepsi girl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Candy's the Coke. Yeah. It's okay. We just have a running questionnaire with that one. We like that. So
yeah, I'm definitely
Coke all the way.
Yeah. Diet Coke actually now.
Coke Zero.
Yeah.
And
I like Dr. Pepper's pretty good too, but I mainly do like my Pepsi. Pepsi's good.
Yeah.
But so here's another fun question for you. So if you were stranded on an island, this is actually Candy's question. So if you were stranded on an island and you could only have 5 things with you, whether you brought them or they were there, what would you have with you on that stranded island?
Glad Rocco's not here.
I am definitely glad Rocco's here. Oh man, I'm gonna say my wife. Whiskey,
Good answer.
Cigarettes, whiskey, and I don't know, a lighter. Yeah, I got to make a fire,
He can rub 2
There you go. There you go. Now, do you like any flavor kind of whiskey, or is it just regular straight whiskey?
bourbon.
Bourbon. These two guys are more connoisseurs. We have a really good friend that works for the Whiskey Network. He's the
Mark Pruitt. He's the chief writer,
chief editor.
Yeah, for the Whiskey Network.
And so we just did a whiskey tasting with his magazine with Metallica's whiskey, the blackened whiskey.
Yeah, they sent us some.
Okay.
And so he did an article on us doing the tasting on Metallica's whiskey, and we enjoyed it. And
And we asked him to send more.
But we try different ones. We have a bottle that has been here for a long time because it's not that great, and then we've got stuff that doesn't last a practice. So
there you go. Do you guys like moonshine? Isn't that like a form of whiskey? I don't drink it, so I don't know.
It's sort of.
It's just distilled spirits.
Yeah, it's not really bourbon. It's not aged.
If you took the moonshine and you aged it in a charred oak barrel for a few years, then it would be whiskey.
Right.
Oh,
That's how it works. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I drink wine or like beer or something like that. I don't drink a whole lot, so
yeah, we do too.
Yeah. Whatever tastes good, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you like red wine but you don't like the bitter taste of it, if you like it sweet, there's a nice wine called I had it on the tip of my tongue. Shoot, and I can't think of it. It'll come back to me, but we'll continue talking. But it's a name. It sounds similar to something that would be on Charlie Factory, the Wonka. Monk, whatever that movie is. Geez, whiz, I can't. It's gone. Forget about it. Forget
Come
about
back
it.
later.
It'll come back. So my question is that the fun question, if you ever were stranded, no, I did that. That was Candy's. Mine is like if you ever in a hot tub time machine, and you're sitting down, you're going to go anywhere in the world. I always call it the 80s hot tub time machine because that's where I would go. Where would you guys go?
Oh, to a time or to a place?
Anywhere. Either.
Man, the 80s were fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had that one place, 1989 in Oregon. You know. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah.
Gotta go
Hey,
back to the 60s.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the real question is can you go back and know what you know now?
Yeah, that's the.
That's the thing. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
If you're knowing what you know now, and you're going to jump in that time machine, and you're going to go back, what would you
June
do?
9th, 1965.
Where? What did you say?
June 9th, 1965.
What's
the
June
day.
9th?
1965. That's the day I was born. If I can know what I know now and go back and still know it as a baby when I'm ready. Let's do it.
Wow. Yes. That would be super cool. Oh, Lordy. Next.
Your first word be, Tim.
And then she said next.
Oh. You know, I'm gonna have to.
Y'all have to
I'm gonna
answer
have
this
to double
question.
up on
Yes.
what Tim said. I go back to my birthday with all the knowledge I have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be pretty cool. I mean, think
You
of all
just hit the ground running.
think of all the lotteries you could win.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding. You'd be set for life.
Yeah.
All
You ain't
those
kidding.
bad decisions.
Yeah.
I would know better. Probably make a couple of them anyway, but you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
How
definitely
about you
what
back there,
Mike?
Mike?
My first word was.
What do you say?
I would go back to the 60s as an adult or as a teenager. That's what I.
The 60s?
Yeah, and I'd follow Jimi Hendrix around. Right?
Oh, that'd be
In
cool.
the early 70s.
That's probably the
that's
most
cool.
intelligent answer
Yeah, probably.
that we've gotten. But yeah, that I didn't even think about anything like that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Go back and hang out with
That's
Jimi
so cool.
Hendrix.
And then tag along with Zeppelin, when they first, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Good, man.
But take your knowledge you got now
Right.
back with you and say, hey, dudes,
Right.
look.
Let me show you.
Look
Let's
at
look
30
what-
years. This shit's gonna be way better than what you're playing now.
Right.
I like the idea about going back and playing the lottery numbers that you know it's going to win,
Right.
and it'll be
Yeah.
for life, man.
That's
Yeah.
the best play.
That would be perfect. So, what's on your bucket list? Is there anything there that you haven't done that you want to do? It's on your bucket list.
Like with the band?
It could be that or anything.
I mean, oh God.
That's a deep question.
Yeah, I would have to think about that for a minute. But
Do a really large bucket.
yeah, I don't know. I think
Golly Wobbler. That's the name of the wine. I'm sorry.
oh, that is from
It hit me. Golly Wobbler.
that's from Wonka, Willy Wonka.
It sounds like it, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
But it's really sweet. They make like different. They have red wine, like black raspberry, and even have like a white wine. But I never tried the white wine. But the red wine, I mean, boom,
Good
tastes
stuff.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just hit me. There you go.
That's the way it works. Yeah.
Isn't
I
it
don't know.
crazy?
Bucket list.
The older we get, the more we lose.
There's a lot of places that I would like to go. I mean, that I would like to see that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess with the band, it would be. I mean, what's every band's bucket list? It's, yeah, you want to get out and play, and you want people to appreciate what you do. You know, that's. I guess.
Hello, hello. We have a guest in the house, Storage 24.
Mrs.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
what's
Hello.
up? Hey, this is this is Karsten, the guitarist for Storage 24.
How's it going, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, man, going good, going good. Yeah, Brian Moore sent me over. He said, "Go check them out." And I was like, "I'm trying, man, but y'all got me in this meeting."
Oh, it was nice to see you. Nice to be here.
Well, I didn't know what to expect, so I'll turn my camera off.
There you are.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
yeah. I've got my Clark Kent glasses on before I, stage. I become Superman, but you know how it is.
Yeah,
There you go.
I have
Yeah, that's perfect.
mine on now.
The guys out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Are you the guys out of Jackson, Mississippi?
We are.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yep.
So you're in Florida right now?
I'm not in Florida. I'm sitting in Clinton, Mississippi, about 20 minutes outside of Jackson.
Oh,
Okay.
Mississippi. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I got family. My mother lives out in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm trying to get a show. We're trying to get a show out there so we can go and visit her and,
There you
Yeah,
go.
that
Yep.
would be good. Absolutely.
Good
Absolutely.
cool. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
we
get
need
Burton.
to come down and jam with you guys in Jackson. Y'all can come up and jam with us here in Memphis. We should do something like that sometime.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, we would love to do something in Memphis. We did something in Nashville last year and loved it. And our lead singer, Fred, said, "I want to do something in Memphis." I said, "Well, I want to do something in Memphis because I like barbecue."
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
There
there's
you
a
go.
lot of
There
it.
you go.
Every corner.
Yeah.
Ah,
So, yeah, we'll make something happen. Hey, look, I'm all about, connecting with other bands, other artists, everything. It's, we all are. And it just,
Yeah.
I
We got-
like that.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to take care of each other. I mean, you can't do it by yourself. Can't. I mean, you could try,
No.
but
Yeah, that's absolutely right,
I
man.
like how the bands like you, which you like support each other, one another. Like you'll see their band and they'll come out and see your band, that kind of thing. I like that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what's really crazy, we've talked about this even with a lot of our friends here in Memphis now, in other bands, but back in the 80s here, it was so competitive that, nobody, it wasn't like now. I guess the older we've gotten and the more, I guess the smarter everyone's gotten to realize that if you work together, it benefits everyone.
Yeah.
And back then it was just, dog eat dog. It was, everybody, it was like, no, we're better than you. And, just, it was crazy. And now it's like a big family, man. We love it. It's
Absolutely.
so much better now.
I mean, I'll tell you what, and this just kind of little personal stuff is, got a day job and I grudgingly get up every morning to work. And it's like, but when it's like, you're going, it doesn't matter if you we played at the Whiskey A Go-Go last year and we drove. And so we knew that it was going to be over 30 hours to get there. That was the least stressful thing, even though we had a couple blowouts and some other issues, but that was more worth it than getting up in the morning, going to work and knowing that you're going to have to deal with crap from work. We're like, do y'all really know who I am? I'm a guitarist in an awesome band. I don't want to put up with this every day for the rest of my life. I want to be on stage.
That's right.
Because I love the community, the music community. We're there for each other. And it's not just bands for bands, but it's the fans as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It all works together. No doubt.
It's one big music family and
Absolutely.
love each other. Yeah. You got it.
We've all been in the same boat. We've all been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and we're there for each other. And I love that.
Absolutely. We were just having our fun section about what would you do if you were in a hot tub time machine and you're setting the dial and you're going to go anywhere you want. Where would you go?
Oh, where would I go? Oh, man. See, now you're talking my language because I love quantum physics and quantum theories and stuff like that. So I've been doing this since a kid. Wonder where would I go? I would.
Yeah.
Do I have to pick one spot?
Yeah, you only get one.
Yeah.
Only-
Pick one. Just pick one.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Okay. If I had to pick one, and I know that I've got many, but I'll pick this one.
Okay.
The Beatles' first show.
That's pretty cool.
Oh
That
yeah.
Mike said he would like to go and back to the '60s and hang out with Hendrix.
See, that would be cool. I was thinking about Hendrix or Janis Joplin or something like during that time. But I think the Beatles, their first show, because knowing they're about what they're going to be coming, but knowing that they're going through the same stuff that we're going through right now
Oh yeah,
to get to that point. And I would just,
that's a good one, man.
yeah.
God, I wish I would have thought of that. I picked my birthday.
I did worse. I copied you.
I know. It's like, but the stipulation is you have to have the knowledge that you have now. So if you have the knowledge you have now, that's what I said. So I want to go back to my birthday and start over.
There you go.
I like
and play
that.
all the lottery numbers so you can hit and be rich. See.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, you would know them all.
we're talking some Back to Future stuff right there.
Right. That's absolutely.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
Oh,
We were on the question of the bucket list. Who all answered so far?
I think everybody did.
Yeah,
You all answered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Well, go ahead and answer the bucket list question.
Well, I've kind of got to live some of that. One of them was, I always wanted to get on the iconic stage of Whiskey A Go-Go, and I got to do that last year. So some of it was, and just a little bit about myself. I'm half German. I was born in Germany, so I got family over there.
Okay.
So, one of my bucket lists was to get back over to see my family before I died, and I got to do that a few years ago.
Awesome.
I don't get to see them as much. Other thing would be, I've got a list, but I would, just to keep it simple, I'll keep one more, is to be able to tour the world at least once.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the
That would
world,
be-
see all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to enjoy it. Yeah, that would be, and of course other stuff, I don't want to do anything like skydiving or anything like that. I'm like,
No. That's that.
Yeah.
Why jump out of a
Skydive naked.
perfectly good flying plane? I don't understand.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So we're getting close to the closing hour. So just wanted to find out a couple more questions, and then you can plug all your socials, and then I'll let you go for the evening. But thank you again, all of you coming to Front Row Promotions. Thank you so much. We
Thanks for
appreciate it
having
here.
us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us. We enjoyed it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Look, we did you a favor
if
by being here.
what happened?
He-
What was
Said
that?
we did you a favor by not having Rocco here.
Right.
And he's correct.
Oh,
Yes.
He's absolutely 110% insane.
No, we love you, Rocco. We do.
But he's insane.
share some love,
Yes.
Rocco. So if someone's just starting out in the music business and they want to get some advice, what would you tell them? What would be the first thing you tell them for advice?
I think I would say, listen to every constructive criticism you can get, but then on the other hand, don't listen to any of it, because you have to listen to it and you're going to learn from it, but you got to be you, and you've got to believe in what you do.
That's amazing.
And so, you want to learn from people who've been there and who've done it, but you also don't want to give up on what you believe in. So, it goes both
Absolutely.
ways.
Gotcha.
What about you, John? What would you say? John, they had the major record deal Tora did with A&M, 2 records. And so he's 3. That's right. Yeah, you did 3. That's right. And so he's been around a little bit, and he's been a lot of help to us in this band as far as when it comes to
Really?
yeah.
Hey, you Tim.
Hey, come on, come.
I forgot the question. What was the question?
Advice. What advice would you give a new musician if they came to you and asked you for?
Along the lines of copying Tim again, I would say young and up and coming musicians, man, be a sponge. Learn everything you possibly can.
Right.
And develop your own style and your own thoughts and your own approach to what you've learned.
Yeah.
And shape it and form it and run with it.
There you go. I like that too.
Yep. Find a mentor,
Mike in the
2 or 3.
I just say be true to yourself.
Yeah. There you go.
Play what your heart, what your head tells you to play, not what somebody else wants you to play. Write the music you want.
There you go. Be yourself. Do your own thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
don't try to be the flavor of the week. Play what you want. Play what you believe in.
I like that. All good answers. Perfect. So what would you have anything else you want to say in the interview? Anything you want to bring up or talk about?
Next show, February 9th at Hadley's here in Memphis. We're bringing Stretch in. He's another curtain call artist out of Kansas City.
Yeah.
He's going to open the show for us. It's going to be a big night. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's our next gig. We're going to possibly be heading to Texas to do some recording. We're talking to a guy that I used to work with years ago about his place in Houston and doing our next couple of songs. But if we don't go there, we're going somewhere. We're going to be cutting some new music soon.
Yeah.
We accidentally wrote a new song last night, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man. 2024. Let's do it. Let's get that bucket list, man. Let's tour the world. But I'm ready.
There you go. Is there one particular place that you just got to, like, you're thinking, like, I got to play here? What would that place be?
A stadium.
Yeah.
I want to see John in stadium mode in an actual stadium.
It's funny.
I got one for you. What about the O2 in London?
Do what?
As any place you could play around the world. What about the O2 in London?
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I don't care, man. I'll play outside the stadium as the people are coming in. You know,
I will sit on
as they're walking in and walking through.
In a parking lot to play for somebody. I don't care.
Right. It's funny when John goes out with Tora and they do like the Monsters of Rock stuff, and they've been on several of the cruises, and he'll come back and we'll be playing a small club somewhere, and he
humble him.
We always say, look, man, we got to make you stay true to your roots, man. You got to know where you came from. But he'll be pounding those drums, and so that's his nickname is Stadium Mode. Whenever he gets back from that kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I can't really bring my sticks back from here, you know.
Right.
Or this jam room either.
And is there anything that you want, like something that nobody knew about you? Do you want to tell?
Oh no, we're not going there.
Interview's over.
Okay. Well, at this time, you can plug in your socials. Where can people find you?
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you know all this stuff.
I don't. I know one.
Tell it. What is it?
We're Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's Facebook. It's Fevertree Memphis, I think.
Yeah.
Fevertree Memphis.
Fevertree Memphis at Facebook.
And YouTube's the same thing.
YouTube's the same thing, and then our website is
Fevertreeband.com.
Okay.
And TikTok too.
All of our music's
It's
on
all on the website.
Yeah, and all of our music's on all the social media. I mean, we're on Spotify, iTunes, all the digital platforms.
And we suck at social media.
We're terrible.
You can't tell.
I mean, you saw how long it took us to get the phone right side up to do this.
It's okay.
I mean, we're absolutely the guys at Curtain Call have been great. They've been very patient and tried to help us. You know, I mean, serious. We're
old school.
We
grew up with pencils and paper. You know what I mean?
And flyers
and imagination. Yeah, we didn't have all this fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
I remember. I know.
I remember going to all the big concerts at the Coliseum and putting flyers on everybody's windshield. It was like, 2,000
See
flyers.
the show. Yeah.
So.
But that was the fun of it, running around doing all that. And, yeah.
That was your flyer I saw at the
It absolutely was. I promise you.
at the Village People show.
The Village People. Yeah, it might have been.
Village People. I love it.
Yeah. So.
You guys are awesome, and you're more than welcome to come back to Front Row Promotions, and we'll do another interview checkup on you all. Checkup. Like my doctor, but no, come on back and tell us what's going on. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'd be glad to come back.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, Lisa. And tell Kandi we said we're sorry she felt bad.
I sure will. I sure will.
Candles in the mail.
Candles in the mail.
Candles in the mail. Rocco candles coming.
There you go. Just a quick note. She lives in Canada, and I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. I didn't know if you knew where we were from.
No, what part of Canada is she from?
Oshawa. I think it's called Oshawa.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Have you always lived in Baltimore?
Always in Baltimore, yep.
All right.
Yep. Haven't left the state, but
And now we're
traveling
at
different
Hammerjacks.
places. But Hammerjacks, yep. Home of
we played there
Hammerjacks.
back in the day a couple of times. That was an awesome place.
Oh, yeah? What was the name of your band?
Tora.
Oh, that's right. Tora Tora. I'm like, duh. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I got it.
Yeah, that was a cool place.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, it's a shame they tore it down and they put up the parking lot for the stadium.
Yeah.
I have a lot of the bumper stickers left over, though. I have
Really?
a slew of them. I have them. And if you remember, the network was another one.
Yep.
I still have a lot of those bumper stickers. Yeah, I collect. I got a lot. I got a bunch.
Yeah, a lot of those old bars and clubs are gone now.
Yeah, all the good stuff is gone. The
Yeah, I think
80s is
Lemoore's
gone.
and Brooklyn's
Everything's gone.
Yeah.
The what
a lot of
is?
stuff.
Lemoore's in Brooklyn.
Lemoore's.
Oh, okay.
Same here in
Yeah.
Memphis. I'm sure down in Jackson, Mississippi. The clubs that were. I mean, I remember in the 80s and 90s here in Memphis, there were clubs and original music was much easier to do back then. And
Absolutely.
and I mean, you go to clubs and there would be lines around the building, people waiting for people to come out of the club so they could go in.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
not like that as much these days, but if you work at it and give it your all and don't give up, you'll pull some people sometimes.
There you go. Mhm. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming to Front Row Promotions. We enjoyed every bit of the night that we had together.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank y'all for
You're
letting me crack.
welcome.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're
nice
welcome.
to meet you. We
More
need
the
to hook
merrier.
up sometime. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
But we'll connect on Facebook after this.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. As I usually say, support live music, music in the making, music everywhere. Without you, where would you be? Without your support, where would they be? Yes. So,
That's right.
Front Row Promotions. Bye now.
See you later.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, y'all.
Bye. All right.